The story I'm about to tell you is all true and comes from my mom's childhood. It was 1961, and I was in second grade at a little school in Hillham, Tennessee. It had just 4 classrooms. The cafeteria was in the basement, and the bathrooms were outside. An old wooden outhouse. The girls' bathroom was around back, and the boys' was out front. There were swings and slides and a jump rope spot out front where we spent our recess. This story isn't about making fun of the poor. It's about lifting them up. My friend Anna Mae Carter came from a poor family. They didn't own a car and traveled by wagon into town for supplies. They lived out on Holly Springs Road. They're a family of 3, 2 boys and 1 girl. Kids don't know judgment unless someone teaches it to them, and this story is about judgment. One spring afternoon, the girls in my class decided to bring dolls to school the next day to play house. I remember noticing that Anna Mae looked a little sad, though I didn't understand why at the time. When I got home, I found my rubber baby doll. Mama gave me a piece of cloth to use as a blanket. I told my doll she'd be meeting new friends tomorrow at school, but things were very different at Anna Mae's house. She didn't have a doll of her own. The next morning, all the girls gathered in a circle, showing off our dolls. Anna Mae stood off to the side, holding something wrapped in a small blanket. After everyone had showed their dolls, we turned to her. She slowly unwrapped the blanket, and inside was a paper doll, carefully cut out and colored. Her mama had made it for her. I remember thinking how pretty it was, but then some of the girls laughed. 2 of them lived near her family and probably overheard that her parents were poor and started making fun of them. Anna Mae bowed her head and tears rolled down her cheeks. I felt so ashamed for having a store-bought doll. After the others walked away, I went up to her and asked if she'd like to have mine. Anna Mae looked me straight in the eye, hugged her doll tighter, and said, "My mama made this for me. I don't want another." She carried that doll to school all day and never set it down. To her, it was worth more than gold. That day, I learned something I'll never forget. From then on, Anna Mae and I became best friends. I stayed at her house often. I helped her and her brothers water the mules. Their home was always clean. Her parents were kind and generous folks. Her older brother Tommy had lost his eye in an accident while cutting meat. The knife had slipped and hit him in the eye, and if they hadn't been so poor, maybe they could have saved that eye. He was tall and quiet, with kind eyes. Her younger brother was a wild little thing, always into something. I rode in their wagon many times and loved it. Anna Mae came to my house, too. We'd talk about how fun high school would be someday. Every time I visited her, I seen the paper doll sitting on her dresser. She never owned a store-bought one, but she cherished that doll with all of her heart. Eventually, we drifted apart, and I heard her mother lived to be 96. Her father passed away while we were still in grade school. He died peacefully in his sleep. Anna Mae was never quite the same after that. I remember watching her daddy drink coffee from a saucer. He'd pour it out to cool and sip from the edges. I never seen that before. It fascinated me. I loved that family. They live and warm in my memories. Anna Mae taught me something important. We should be proud of what our parents do for us. Life isn't about things, it's about people. I don't know where Anna Mae is today, but I bet my last dollar she still has that paper doll.